Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Australian report for the 2nd of February. And in my conservative count, we're looking for wave 4 here, and then looking at wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The situation is that the move down through here appears to be in 3 waves, making this a corrective pattern. It's not quite confirmed yet. It would need to take out that second high here, but it's certainly looking like that. So first of all, what we'll need to do before we expand the wave count to the upside, because we're looking at as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then a conservative count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and considering a top in play. But as I mentioned, we were looking for either 3 waves down or 5 waves down, and it does look like we're getting 3 waves down. So I'm going to go from this daily chart to the 15-minute chart, just sort of cut to the chase of this. And from the top here, we can see that, well, so I'll just go over this starting from the top a little bit, because we're taking the top from here. But if I go to a 20 tick chart and we draw a line across the top there, then this one here is the top here as far, and we could look at this as an A wave down for 1, an A and a B and a C wave over here for that. So we could look at it as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 here as 5 waves down. And that means that we take that top and that bottom here, and we're at 61.8% here at the moment. So if roughly, so if the 61.8% or the 6,700 becomes the support, then we can rule that out, because looking at the cash market, the physical market, here we can see that. So on the futures market, we've got this as the top over here, but on this market, we've got this as the top here. And in this case, we'd count this down as, well, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for 5 waves, and A, B, C here, and then another 5 waves down, finishing down here. So it's, yeah, it's 3 waves. It would be confirmed 3 waves once this top here has been taken out. But the B wave here, but as mentioned, getting support on 6, 7 here would be the trading opportunity of moving into the market at that point. So coming back here somewhat, we know the 61.8% is there. We don't need that now. We can put a line at the 6,700. That's the closest, largest number. And if we get support on that level, then the market's going to go up from that point. So we've had the arrival, the reaction. We could look for the first high above the level, and then an ABC pattern here. So looking for that reference point high here, and this one here would create the long trades on that side, and then we could look to go above these highs at this point. This also looks impulsive here, which also gives the case to further rise in the market. So then that brings us back how to count the bigger picture here from the daily chart that we were looking at. So I have to go step by step. That's my tick chart, so I better put that back to the tick chart. Made an error there, sorry about that. So going back to the daily chart here, how would we count this bigger picture? What would be the next logical step to count this to the upside here? Well, it would simply be putting this wave 1 into here and wave 2 to here, and then if I just go to this chart where I've done the work here for that, it would look like this here. So that leaves us with another wave to the upside. So one step at a time. Yeah, so wave 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and 5 here for the third wave, the fourth wave. Now, this may get a bit more complicated in here because it's got 3 waves. So getting support, a nice test of support on that 6,700 would be a catalyst, and we would only turn bearish if well, not even in that case. So let's just check on this. The 38.2 is just below the thing there. So it may be a situation where we get an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here, and then come back down to this point and then push up there as well. We need to be careful about that. But at the same time, building in on 6,700 and then looking to build in on 700, 10, 20, and 30, because if you get support on the 30, then we're going to be going up from that. We're going to be going up from that point there. We're probably going to be, well, this is the mining sector here, but we normally look at the XMJ, so I'll look at the XMJ here. The situation for this market here, for the resources, let's just say, that the move down through here so far is in 3 waves, okay? So if it turns into 5 waves, then we've got a bigger bearish picture. So that's the 38.2%. This is the XMJ, and that means that this market can push up to this level here. In this case, the 15,800, and then it could push. So we just need to see if this is going to be in 3 waves or 5 waves, because if this is in 5 waves here, if that occurs and we get 5 waves here, and this is what I'm talking about with BHP, FMG, those sorts of things. If we get 5 waves down, then we'll have 3 waves back up, and then we're going to have another 5 down. So that's what we need to figure out. At this point here, what could also just happen from this point is we just go straight up from here. For this to occur, we need to be above the 38.2% retracement level. So getting support on 15,800 at the 38 would be a nice starting point. But sometimes we see wave 4 rallies go to 50%. So really we would need to see support on the 16,000s. So that's something that we're just going to monitor this week, and we'll see how that plays out. Now, also what I wanted to do here is have a look at some of the silver stocks that, because we know that silver's getting a bit of a squeeze on the market from the WSB boys, the Wall Street Bets boys, which is good. So first one is S32. So S32 is South 32, the spin-off from BHP, as you know. So in this instance here, I can see that it's a little bit, I think S32 is one of the biggest silver providers, but you'd have to correct me on that one. But what I'm sort of seeing here is that, yes, I can see that this is impulsive up here, but this is also looking 1 and 2 here, and probably, let me count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here. So a 3rd wave, 4th wave. Oh no, that fits okay as an A and a B and a C wave here. So yeah, I think this is one of the larger silver providers in Australia. I'm not a full book on it. So yeah, it's had a bit of its pullback and it's pushed up. So look, this might be worth a small bet, because I know silver's got further to move up higher. Hit $30 last night, but 30 is like a major trading level number 3, so it's going to react from that, but eventually it's going to climb on there and get support. So S32 would be a nice sort of bet. And the next one is SVL. So this one's already broken out of a nice corrective pattern here. So this could fold back onto 30 here, but I think that it's just going to pop up again because of silver's up overnight. But you know how, so this may be part of it here or here, but this is certainly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this is 1 and 2 here, and this is the 3rd wave here. So the 3rd wave might top out at 40 cents and then come back at that point. So you may get trapped high here for this and fold back, but after that it still should push higher. So we could probably see this up at 50 cents. So you just need to you'd probably get in at the top, you know what I mean, at 40 or 38 or something, and get caught there. So you could get trapped here for a week or so, okay, in that one. So that's SVL. The next one is IVR, and IVR is just a bit of just getting a full picture in here. It's taken off nicely, and it's also, just get that in the picture there, you can see nice volume coming in here for that, all of that silver from the March thing here. So that's got further to move up as well here. I can just see that here. But as always, if you enter this silver market, there's going to be wild swings, okay? So just be mindful of that. But I think a little bet on some of these. So this is IVR, so just write those down. And yeah, once again, this strong volume here, as you saw, well, in this case, we can see from this getting that into there. So we've had strong volume here to push that up there. So this is like a third wave gapping here in this case. So yeah, it's going to move up higher here, but once again, you could get caught in at the top there. So if you get caught in the top, you're going to have to be prepared to carry a loss for a week or two, perhaps. The next one's MKR. So I like MKR. That's all the information I have on it. But yes, it's popped up here, but that means that it'll take this high out here eventually. So there's plenty of space in MKR. I'm just going to run through these quick. The next one is RMI. So this is traded less volume here, but we can see volume moving in down through here. So if you want to take a bit of a punt, then there's that one, which is RIM. It hasn't got a lot of strength to it. The next one is MTH. So the main thing with MTH, Mithril Resources, it's also got nice volume in here as well. So we can see that it's ready to start its next turn up in this space. But when you get into these penny stocks, you've got to hold through the wild swings on them. Okay, that's the deal, really. AZS, Azure Resources, it's had a strong pullback here. So it's probably ready to go again, just really hasn't had a lot of volume come into it yesterday, but probably give it some consideration. We should see, I mean, it'll definitely be oversold at this point, so we should see that pop. And the last one is ARD, sorry, ARD. And of course I should have been looking at these yesterday. I'm really sorry about that, because I was aware of what was happening. So once again, this market here, ARD, which is Urgent Minerals. Well, what can you say? It's taken off. It'll probably hit the 10 cents here and stall, so it'll probably open up at 10 or 11 and stick around here for a little while, but should have more legs in it as well. So any of these will be fine, but the smaller the penny stock, the bigger the percentage swings, and you just need to sort of hang on. So it's really betting money, but you know the race is to the upside with silver at the moment. So we should be good for that for a good week or two at least, if not longer. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that for the time being. Okay, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.